Greetings, automotive enthusiasts. Thanks for tuning in and really appreciate you guys watching these videos. Like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Today we have for you a 2010 Toyota FJ Cruiser. Check this thing out. This thing is in really nice shape. It's a two-owner, no accident vehicle, and it's got 196,000 miles on it. Pretty amazing how durable and how reliable these vehicles are. Actually, I just bought one for Hoovie's Garage at the auction with 323,000 miles, and he just did a video on it and just uploaded today. So kind of funny that mine is following his up there. Mine's in a little nicer shape than his, but still nonetheless, he's just amazed at what great vehicles these are, and kind of, maybe some of the last reliable Toyotas. I mean, these things are known to run, 300, 400, 500,000 miles. So this is a super clean example here, especially for the miles. It's not perfect, but we'll go ahead and show you all the details and everything. This one, the 2010 is nice because it's upgraded to the Dual VVT-i. So it got a big horsepower bump. It's 259 horsepower and 270 foot-pounds of torque. Driving all four wheels through an actual real four-wheel drive transfer case, two-wheel drive high, four-wheel high and four-wheel low. And yeah, it's just really nice, really solid, real good basic four-wheel drive stuff. So we're gonna come in here and dive in. Now, I will tell you on this, when I bought this vehicle, it had clear coat failure, and it was pretty bad actually. The whole hood was really bad, clear coat. So we actually had the whole front end, this was peeling, and it just looked, it's actually amazing how good it looks, because it looked pretty bad before, but it was just some clear coat paint failure. So I had the front end repainted, and I'll kind of show you some of that, what we did there. But look, it looks really nice now. It's not perfect, you'll see, well, it's pretty darn nice, but you might find a few little imperfections and so on and so forth, but they actually did a really good job of painting the vehicle. Real happy with it. But yeah, just look at these have such a great look to them too. Just real rugged, real kind of vintage period SUV. So kind of keep showing you here. Like I said, you can just see, some little bit of imperfections or overspray or something like that. It's not perfect, but it's really nice. Also, these windshields are pretty vulnerable because they're so vertical. This one did have a cracked windshield in it. So what's nice is it has a brand new windshield in it now. So, because these are always pitted and chipped and everything. So I'm just really amazed at the condition of that bumper. Let me walk by that bumper again. And there is no rust at all in this vehicle. We've had it up on the lift. Come from Oklahoma. There's a little bit of red dirt underneath of it still. We didn't clean the bottom or anything, but there is zero rust on this. And I'll kind of show you a little bit with the phone when we after we do our little walk around. But the mirror's nice. I'm not gonna get super duper picky on this. It is an off-roader. And then a little bit of clear coat issue on the top, but it looks like they fixed that too. So did a really good job. The tires on this thing, go ahead and show you the tires. Got Pirelli tires on it, and they're really nice, really good condition, fresh. I don't see the date codes, but they're basically new tires, and really good shape on the tires all the way around. Nice and quiet, good riding tires. Show you up on the roof here. I haven't even looked up on the roof that much. Looks pretty good. Coming around the back. Looks really nice. Got our spare tire here. We got a nice tire cover over it. Kind of a semi-hard cover there. It's kind of a hard cover, but yet it has kind of a soft vinyl feel, so that is really nice. And it's still got our little OU emblem on it there. We're gonna leave it on there. You never know, somebody from Oklahoma might come up and get this. Got a little scuff on the bumper right there. Looking down the right side, it looks really good. See, here's a little bit of clear coat failure right here. And it had that on top of the doors right here. So he must have painted the doors. I tell you what, did a really good job, because this yellow paint fades and matching that is not easy. So gentlemen that I've known here, like, so here was an OU sticker on the back, and you can kind of see how it's a little bit darker and how it's faded a little bit. But gentlemen I've known, geez, I don't know, probably down here for 15 years or whatever. PR Auto Glass and Collision. He used to just do all my glass, but they started doing some body and paint and stuff. Now he said, hey, let me try some of your cars. And High Mile left here. I said, hey, have at it, see what you can do. And honestly, it came out way better than I expected. So good job on you, Eric. Nice work. There's the wheel. Again, wheels and tires. You know, this, whoever had this vehicle really took good care of it. You know, you can't really do much about the sun and that's just an element thing. But very nice. Man, it really looks good. Here's the front wheel. And I noticed here just a little bitty doink on the bumper right there. And then I'll kind of show you here underneath. But like I said, it is absolutely in excellent shape underneath. No rust, no leaks, dry as a bone. We had it up on the lift doing some maintenance on it. And so I looked it over really good, really pleased with it. So let's go ahead and pop the hood. Wow, very, very nice underneath the hood. Look at that engine. Very clean, very dry. Really impressive. These old Toyotas and these FJs are really good vehicles. God, it looks like I got a brand new battery there from 24. This thing just runs like a top. It really does run perfect. Show you the stickers here in case you need those. VIN sticker, no accidents, all the original VIN numbers and everything there. So, man, I popped the hood on this thing. I'm pretty surprised. I think David, my manager, I know that he sprayed the dust off of it and cleaned it off, but holy cow, that thing looks good. All right, coming around here, go ahead and show you the interior. Door panel looks very nice. Threshold, you know, some paint wore off there. You know, that's to be expected for the mileage. There's our VIN number. And, you know, I always like my vendors that help me recon these cars. I always like calling them out and giving them credit. You know, I use different people for different things. And, you know, and I'm just a small channel and, you know, it's not going to probably make any difference for them. But, you know, I always like to call out who did my detail work. And that being said, so if you look, these are always wore here for people sliding in and out. And I had Anderson upholstery. They literally pulled the seat out, pulled the cover off, and replaced this panel. And I am just blown away. It just looks totally factory. It's brand new, you know, so that has a little bit of sheen to it just from the wear. But look at that. That is just really impressive work. I haven't really cleaned these. A little bit of a stain in there. Might probably get the extractor on it and get some of that out. I've got some people, out of town people interested in this FJ. So kind of doing this video a little quicker than, you know, we might take care of a few little things. Like we ordered a dead pedal there from the dealer. It's plastic. It was missing, so we got that on order from the dealer. But really not much, you know. Steering wheel here shows, you know, your salt and sweat from your hands, you know, kind of deteriorates the leather over time. We looked it up. Steering wheel's $125, $150 for a nice, really nice used steering wheel. So if that bothered you too much, it's an easy change. Got our little cubby holes here. And look, the headliner. All we've really done is just kind of washing back this vehicle. We haven't really done a detail or paint correction or anything like that, although some of the paint is new. Love the little suicide doors there. Makes for real easy ingress and exit. But it's just really clean truck. Two owners, obviously been extremely well taken care of. There's our radio, everything, air conditioning is ice cold. Here's all our buttons here for differential lock and traction control and all that stuff. Center console, there's a transfer case. Even the armrest, a little bit of wear on the armrest, you know, but even the armrests are in good shape. So I'll go ahead and show you the other side. Factory radio plays nice. Doors shut perfect. This looks like half the mileage at most. Go ahead and open the area back here for you. Just look how clean it is back here. A little scratch right here on the plastics. But seats fold down, give you tons of space. And just look how nice all the plastics are back here. You know, they haven't been sliding toolboxes around and all that stuff. Just really good condition. Obviously somebody just drove this a lot of highway miles. I guess I'll try to see what the spare is. I don't want to mess that cover up. See what the easy way is. Well, it's a good year. We'll check the spare out, make sure it's serviceable. Tail lights are nice. Little scratch there. Door handle's got a little bit of wear. Again, we'll go ahead and dual suicide doors. Very cool design. I love the yellow in this. The yellow is just really cool looking. Back seats are really nice shape, and the bottom flips forward and the seat lays flat. I just got done delivering 8 tires for some of our cars over to the tire shop to get installed. So this thing has a lot of space. And again, the seat's just really good shape, dash, everything. There's the wheel lock in there. Nice, important to have. All right, well, let's jump in this thing and take it for a test drive. All right, I am strapped into the FJ. Just drop her in gear here. Got some tunes. It sounds actually really good, the stereo. A little Tom Petty going there. Let's get pulled out. The thing that's just absolutely amazing about these is the ride quality. Unbelievable. And then actually I need to, you're gonna hear some rattling here. It's that stupid little wheel lock. I was like, what's rattling in the glove box? But no squeaks, no rattles in this thing, super tight. Exhaust sounds great. The only light, I have a tire pressure monitor light on. That's the only light. Haven't looked into it yet. Maybe a low battery sensor, or maybe it just needs recalibrated. The tire pressures were actually all over the place when we set them, so maybe you got to go in there and reset it somehow. But here we go, FJ. Oh, the torque of these things is just really fantastic. The power delivery and just how smooth they are. I don't know if you've never driven an FJ. They're impressive, you know, especially when you compare them to Jeeps and stuff of the same era. The Jeep, the difference of ride quality and refinement is really pretty vast, the gap. But you got cruise control. Like I said, everything works on the vehicle. Got our little gauges and all our cool stuff there, and compass and everything. All the windows work. The brakes work perfectly fine. Like I said, the tires are like new. Fresh oil service on it. So it is ready to go. I would get in this thing and go anywhere. I would trust this thing to go anywhere. I've had a lot of FJs over the years. You know, just I've had every configuration, manuals, automatics, and you know, they're all, I haven't had a bad one. The one thing that was kind of interesting one time, I didn't even know it. I bought it by accident at an auction, but they actually had a 2-wheel drive FJ. I did not know that. So I bought the only 2-wheel drive FJ. Give some gas. There it goes, no problem merging into traffic. Well, yeah, I actually bought a 2-wheel drive FJ. I wondered why it was so cheap. You know, I still sold it. It was still a good vehicle, but I think pretty much 90% of anybody that buys an FJ is going to want it for its all-wheel drive. So here we are getting up on the highway, and it is just great. No wind noise. And just the seating position. the visibility is good, you know, all forward and everything out the back. They are kind of known for a little bit of blind spot on the corners, so you kind of get used to it. But you know, that's one of the things that they were kind of criticized for. But you kind of get used to looking where and how to look out the windows for that. So, man, this thing, it's really amazing. 196,000 miles, but it drives like 96,000 miles. I mean, I don't want to oversell it, but it truly does drive amazing. So I think it's a combination of the care of this particular vehicle and then just the engineering itself of the Toyota FJ. So they're taken care of. They are good vehicles. I'm not really an SUV guy, Jeep guy, just in general, trucks and all that stuff, you know. But I actually really enjoy driving the FJ around, just because you go around town, everything, you can bomb all the potholes and all the big bumps and everything, and it just soaks up everything. So they actually are pretty nice to drive, and they're not wallowy either. They handle very well. But so I used to go out into the Flint Hills a lot with four-wheel drives, and I actually put on an off-road bicycle race in the Flint Hills years ago. And so I would always have support vehicles, and you know, I always had SUVs and Jeeps and this and this and that. And I was out doing some recon on my course one time, and I was in an FJ, and it had pretty bad tires on it. You know, when we got in and I hadn't put tires on it, boy, that sun's coming there. I need to clean my door glass. But I'll never forget, and I'm out there in the middle of the Flint Hills here in Kansas. There's like no cell service or anything, and I'm going down this, you know, B road, no, you know, minimum maintenance B road, and it had rained and it was muddy and everything. And I kind of come over this hill, and I kind of dropped down this hill, and it was mud. And I'm like, I am in big trouble. I'm out here by myself. There's no cell phone service. It was like a Saturday evening or something. Nobody around, and I literally remember dropping that thing and hitting the locks on the differential, and locking it, the four-wheel drive in real fast. And as I was going down the hill, it's just literally just kind of like sliding towards the ditch as I'm decelerating. So literally you just have to ride it out. You don't touch the brakes, you don't touch the gas. And then as I got to the bottom and started going slower, and kind of just crept my way back onto the road, and I went for probably 4 or 5 miles on that road. And then you'd have to get some momentum to get up the next hill, and I was slipping and sliding on this road. And I when I first hit it, I said, I'm in trouble, I'm stuck. And even with those bad tires, that FJ got through there like you would not believe. And when I got to the end of the road, I jumped out and took a picture of the vehicle, and it had mud flung all over the roof. It was covered in mud. But that right there, that sold me on the FJ. I was just like, that thing would I feel like they would kind of go through anything. So a fun little story I thought I would share with you there. But here we go, 60 mile an hour down the road. I can see why you could put 300,000 miles on one of these easy. It's just they're an easy vehicle to live with. And like I said, the AC is ice cold, and just a great vehicle. And I think the yellow, you don't see a lot of yellow ones. And I think the colors really kind of look retro and cool on these yellows and blues. Like Hoovie's garage, you know, found that blue one for him. It was a one-owner truck, had 323,000 miles, and still going strong. But anyway, well, hey, I hope you like the overview on this. You know, give us a call if you got any questions on it. Like and subscribe on the channel if you would, and hit that notifications button, because you never know when we might have your next dream car. Have a great day, and happy motoring.